So we are getting ready to test another product here on the Competition Accessories Grom. Our friends over at Worldwide Bearings have sent us some ceramic wheel bearings to try out. So it's a different day, different weather, beautiful day. My gut feel tells me that the conditions are a little bit better. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go out, test the top speed of the Grom again, just to see where we're at. Then we're going to put the bike on the dyno, measure the horsepower, and then as quick as we can again, same day, same time, we're going to swap the wheel bearings, see if we can register any kind of horsepower increase on the dyno from the rear wheel bearing swap, and then we're going to come back out and see if we can register any kind of mile per hour increase from the reduction in friction compared to stock. So I'm going to go give it a shot, do some measuring, and then we will come back and test our results. So we'll see you here in a little bit. Okay, 62 miles an hour was all she had today, but as I was riding, I was looking at the trees. We definitely have some wind out there today, and with only 125 cc's, you have what you have with the Grom. So we're going to throw it up on the dyno and see what kind of power we made. It really feels like it's a pretty nice day outside, so I can't imagine there's any kind of power trouble. I just think that the little bit of breeze we have is slowing us down. We'll see if I'm right. So we've moved here into the dyno room where I wanted to just get a baseline power setting for the Competition Accessories Grom to see whether we had lost power due to the atmosphere, which was the result of my 62 miles an hour top speed. If you come up here, I will show you what we came up with. Just as I suspected, we have very nice atmospheric conditions outside. We pulled a 10.4 horsepower, 8.23 foot-pounds of torque on the STD scale. Yay, that's a new record for the Grom. So what we did was, what that really means is my 62 miles an hour was more a result of the just the conditions outside. It's a little windy, not tremendously windy, but a little bit. And when you're dealing with these kind of power levels, you're sort of at the mercy of Mother Nature. So what we did, we pulled the bike back off the dyno, installed the Worldwide Bearings ceramic wheel bearings in the bike, front and rear wheels. Of course, here on the dyno, we're only measuring the rear wheel difference. And if you look, another record, 10.58 horsepower, and you can see we noticed a measurable gain in horsepower and torque all the way through the curve. Now, what is this going to mean on the dyno? You know, this is a 900-pound drum we're spinning here. This little Grom is spinning. So what is that actually going to mean in the real world? You know, this is a physics problem. I really don't know. I can tell you that my past experience has shown me that we have never slowed anyone down installing Worldwide Bearing ceramics. In this particular instance, I am just as curious as everyone else to see what kind of gain are we going to see in the real world. I hope it hasn't gotten any more windy outside. So we're trying to do this as quickly as we can. We really believe in real-time, real-world results here at Brock's Performance. We're trying to be, you know, as scientific as we possibly can. So we'll see whether this 10.4. Let me go to the SAE scale for our real nerds out there. So 10.18 to 10.35 on the SAE scale. We're going to see what that translates to. 62 miles an hour. Are we going to be able to go faster? Hopefully Mother Nature hasn't whipped up any kind of crazy storm out there and we're not dealing with big headwinds. So I'm going to get this done, stop talking, and I will be back as soon as possible. See you soon. So this is our ceramic bearing top speed test. I was able to go 62 miles an hour. It took about 90 minutes for us to get the ceramic wheel bearings in. So we'll see how fast I can go now. You can actually see a little bit more wind, so we're keeping our fingers crossed on this one. Okay, so 1 mile an hour. May not sound like much, but on a bike like this, if you don't want to get inside your engine, if you don't want to start switching pistons and doing crazy stuff, a bolt-on gain is a bolt-on gain. And listen, I'm 225 pounds and I'm out here on a public road trying to see how fast I can go. I'm not in my East Coast Racing Association tuck. I'm not all crazy. I'm just in, sort of a regular tuck. It definitely got windier outside. I could feel the wind hitting my upper body, blowing me around. So the gain's probably a little bit more, maybe in the vicinity of, 2 miles an hour, apples to apples. So we saw a small horsepower gain on the dyno, just measuring it on the rear wheel. So when you put the wheel bearings in both wheels, got a gain. And like I said, on a bike like this that doesn't have a lot of power, every little bit helps. So we're going to continue to try to stack the gains up. One little gain, it's all about the combination. One little part may not do anything, but you start stacking a little here, little here, little here, little here. By the time you're done, you end up with a nice measurable gain. Inexpensive stuff too. We're not spending a fortune on this. It's an inexpensive bike. So we're going to keep working. We're going to try and find ways to make the Grom faster without breaking the bank and without causing a whole lot of hassle. And especially, stuff's still under warranty. It's not like we're out here, like I said, swapping engine parts and causing reliability issues. So anyway, Brock Davidson from Brock's Performance. Hope you enjoyed the worldwide bearing ceramic wheel bearing test. Until next time, we'll see you then.